These nuts.
I hate it. So much.
Right, so introducers.
I think we're just gonna roll with this. Yeah, realise that.
We are, we're judging you right now. Start it, go on. Oh, be careful, the table's probably picking it up.
Well, it's fine. It's fine
You said
with the
that.
power of editing.
You mean more like you just gotta put the audio sync up with my mouse and then put it out?
100%.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on there. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. PlebPod number
17?
17? Have we made those
I
many?
think 17.
Damn. And contrary to previous ones, we kind of...
We can actually hit each other. No, don't do that.
He's in the middle so we can smack Shane.
Oh yeah.
Every like we get to smack Shane, so.
Pepper, Shane,
Matt,
Yeah, Matt.
three softs in the background there, saying hello to everyone.
Not part of this.
You're not part of it, you are now. Yeah. Plebels 2K22 actually happened.
What?
With that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we all managed to get together for 10 days. This is the last one. We definitely didn't leave this
last minute.
last minute, as it's true Plebels fashion.
Pepper fashion.
Yeah, basically, this is all your fault.
It is. It always is my fault.
Finally, it's not Brexit.
Well, you know, Brady's kind of had an impact, to be fair.
So, do you want to know what's really pissing me off about this water bottle?
It's like weird at the bottom.
It's slanted at the bottom.
And it's Portuguese.
Oh, I mean,
How is that Portugal's fault
what the
now?
fuck is that?
Well, what's wrong with a bit of an angle?
You know what? I've had enough of angles. Where we're staying is it's literally the most up and down. Like I've been on roller coasters that have been less up and down than this place.
So, for those who don't know, we actually spent the majority of our time in Porto. And we did quite a few things, including walking around a fair bit.
Getting wet.
Getting very wet, which wasn't in the plans.
It's only been the last couple of days, though, hasn't it?
The first day as well.
I don't
kind of
remember.
go. Oh, you don't remember the parking in the airport?
I remember the parking from the airport.
First day when me, Shane, we basically didn't sleep for almost 2 days, more or less.
Correct.
And the fact we stayed up as long as we did the first day we got here, it deserves an achievement.
So because we had such an early flight, it was at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So we just decided not to sleep. Which we still haven't really caught up on.
No. And probably never will.
And probably never. So we've got that backlog in us. The first night, before we've actually gone up to the hotel rooms, we were just sitting in a bar.
Right.
Me, Matt, Brandon and Lee all sitting at the bar just chilling, you know, having a couple of drinks, enjoying the evening.
Yeah. Yep. Moment.
Some random bloke with his own drink in his hand just walks up to our table and just takes a seat. Just takes a seat and starts talking to us. But I couldn't understand for the life of me the majority of the stuff he was saying. Do you know?
I had no idea what he was saying. I know I said something dumb out loud. It was sort of like a quip sake and
Yeah.
go away. Like I was literally just minding my own business, getting into Malibu and Coke, thanks Shane. And honestly, I think I said something stupid. I can't remember what it was now.
I can't remember what it was,
No.
but like, I was just. He spent so. Because before that, he had like. Because we switched tables.
Right.
But the table we were on before, there was a point he was just standing. There was a point where he was just standing next to the table.
Sounds being a big distraction right now. Plenty of closed fridges, in fact.
There was a point where this guy was just standing next to the table, looking down at Matt and Brandon. But these two weren't really aware of it because obviously they were facing
Yeah.
away from. They were facing from towards me,
Words.
opposite, and the guy was like over that side. It was just literally watching us.
I mean, I don't know how long he was watching us for.
But I don't know. We switched tables, and then he just decided to come and sit with us and stuff. It wasn't even that talkative. He just asked us a bunch of questions, and I couldn't understand for the life of me what he was talking about. But once he buggered off, we actually had more of a relaxed time. Oh, Brandon said he heard someone moaning in the hotel as well.
Yep. Yes, I did.
That was an adventure and a half. That was interesting.
So we decided to sort of investigate as we went by. No moaning.
No moaning. Brandon had made it all up.
I had not made it all up.
Guarantee you made
No,
it all
I
up.
heard it. It was
Maybe they were that
basically
quick.
pornographic.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know. We'll have to trust your word for it.
Trust my word for it, I know enough porn.
Well, you said it. Not us.
I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed.
I'm a healthy adult male. Do as I please. Fuck you all.
Well, that's Brandon's contribution.
Did you want to talk about your experience before the flight?
Shall we quickly summarise that up? So basically, I was hungry, I wanted a meal deal, and the meal deal reverse card it right out my mouth instead of out my rear.
Literally, we got to the gate, and we all sat down. And then, as they call our group, because they called it out in groups to help us speed up
Okay.
to make the boarding process easier.
Yeah.
So that it wasn't all a clusterfuck. So they called it out group by group. As they called out our group, I see this guy, because we're all sitting on the floor at this point, I see this guy jump up with his cheeks puffed up, and he runs out. I go round the corner, he's by a bin, aren't he? By a bin.
I am.
He comes back, gets in the line, because the rest of us are all in the queue, and then all you hear is and he's holding his face.
It was just out, like literally I thought I got it out of my system. I was like, okay, I'm fine now.
And then more came along.
I was like, I didn't realise I ate this much. What the
I
fuck?
remember I got a full view of that as well.
Oh dear.
Well,
I'm grateful I wasn't there for that.
and then Brandon had to endure me for the entire
Yeah, he had to
day.
sit next to the smell.
It was fucking horrible. You try sitting next to someone with bath breath for 2 fucking hours on an airplane and tell me that's not torture. I mean, I've had worse. Fuck off! But no, at least on the way there, they gave us a load of dental wipes, which was nice of them. So I've still got a load of them to use.
Oh, I
He's
really
ready for
did,
the
didn't I? I still got that in my bag.
He's ready for the going back.
And then when we got here, fucking...
You're causing the microphone to pick up that when you do that, just saying.
Oh no.
That's going to really annoy me.
Cool, I'm gonna keep doing it. So when we got here, Cesar picked us up because he's a very kind man. And then we got to the exit gate, and then the gate wouldn't go up, and then he figured out that he hadn't actually paid for the parking.
Yeah.
So we then had to go back in the parking lot, pay for the parking, and then leave.
Fair.
And one thing that's interesting about this place, apparently whatever happens on the road is just free will, do whatever you hell you want. That's what I've learned from being in Portugal.
Yeah, the roads are absolutely awful. I'm surprised you don't have more crashes. And I complain about the UK roads. This is just something else. The amount of there's a speed limit. Yes. Did you even follow it? I'm pretty sure Cesar tried, but his car wouldn't even go above 60 kilometres. He had a flat rear right tyre.
Oh yeah,
He had
that
a
was
flat rear
fun.
right tyre that was pointed out by someone else in the
Literally,
parking lot.
yeah. And he was like, oh yeah, my dad likes it like that. Does he like it that flat?
Like literally, there was nothing.
Don't
in it.
do that out of context.
Like that was usually there's like the rim and there's the tire, so there's all air from the tire. When it arrived, it was like this.
It retired.
It was literally almost nothing. And well, to be fair, the car was heavy. It had all the luggage and shit, and U4. I don't know how we made that.
Oh no, I had to carry the suitcase in my lap.
Yeah.
And Cesar could no longer see out his right hand mirror. And he couldn't see out his interior mirror either because of the other suitcases that were in the back. So basically, all he had was the left hand mirror.
That's why you missed the directions.
Oh mate, he
Oh,
fucked it up twice, didn't he?
No, you did. Like you were waiting for us for like almost half an hour.
Something like that.
Half an hour, that's how long it was.
No, maybe not that much. Like
Maybe
15
20.
minutes.
20 at most.
Something like that.
Oh, I mean, crawled on.
And it was raining as well.
Oh, how delightful.
And how delightful.
It was literally like, it had been sunny for like 3 months in a row. No rain at all.
And
And
then we arrived.
you arrive and there's just rain.
But like,
The whole day.
this wind absolutely chucks it down. It's like, oh, maybe that's something, get the raincoat on.
And then it's
Some
fucking
boiling.
burning hot again.
And then it goes,
And
and at that point I'm just like, I'm just enduring
we
sweat.
thought we left that behind. We didn't expect to bring it with us.
No, that was fun. We went bowling that first night.
Oh god. Soph had like a really good first round and then that was it.
Yeah, she really peaked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She really peaked her.
yeah, she peaked.
I won the second one, which pissed Matt off immensely.
Yeah. Wait. No, you didn't.
Yeah. No, it was. Soph got 123 in the first one,
Mm.
and you got like 117 or something.
17.
And then you got like 119 or something, and I got 123 in the next one.
Do we go on about the next bowling sessions? Soph got worse and worse.
Yeah. I didn't get my 12 ball, so I never
Oh,
did
yeah.
good
Yeah,
again.
that's her excuse.
Yeah,
but the both-
100%.
The excuses got worse and worse as they went on. Ow!
Yeah.
Are they mine? Are they bench?
I don't know what she's
Okay. Isn't it? No, they're not mine. She's just juggled them with some socks.
No, that was fun. I mean, we went bowling quite a few times. We went karting,
Yeah.
which was a funny experience.
Mm-hmm.
Note
I went casting.
to self, and
He got in the wrong cart.
What but you know? Brandon got in the wrong one. Don't give me that rubbish.
Yeah, but you did nothing about it. You let it
I just
happen.
looked, yeah, I just let it happen, but now I'm glad because that car was probably whack.
are you sure the driver wasn't the one who was whack? Maybe it was the driver.
Yeah, maybe the driver.
So we did a 5-minute qualifying, 15-minute race.
I got pole somehow.
Yeah, Pepper and I were on the front row.
How the fuck did you get pole?
I don't know.
Because he flew out the fucking...
I did, to be
Hit
fair. I
like
was the
first.
first one out.
So he had a clear track the whole way.
And
we
I got an
still,
extra lap.
still only got pole.
I was fighting for track position for most of it.
Mm.
Yeah, I got an extra lap.
We
as
had
well.
to deal with people spinning in front of us all the
Peasants.
bloody time.
Peasants.
And yet you were still only, what, less than half a second in front of us?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
And then in the race,
And
I was leading for the first 2 laps or 3 laps, something
Mhm.
like that. And then Shane passed, and he just went.
disappeared off into the sunset.
We literally never saw him again.
No, we didn't. But the battle we had between me
No, the
and
battle for second was great until I bottled it.
yeah, towards the end.
Like 2 laps to go. So that was fun to lose a podium like that. I think I haven't done before. Just regular stuff.
I mean, you bottled it earlier on as
Did you
well.
like bowling
Yeah.
podiums earlier?
I do.
You don't have Sid
I'm
to
very
help
good
you
at
out
it.
and engineer.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe that was a problem.
Mm.
Maybe not having Sid was.
mm.
I need a refund, and I need a rematch with Sid next to the trackside.
I don't think that will help you, to be honest with you.
No, I need him to tell how much fuel I have. That's gonna matter.
What? That's no good.
My tire temperature.
No.
I think-
Yeah, because Sid will know that information.
No, can I just refresh when we're getting in? Did anyone arses burn when they first sat in them cars?
Oh yeah.
I literally was like,
Oh, well, because like, it was so hot.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally my arse was burning.
It was, my
That's-
ass wasn't. My back was.
Well, maybe because yours was in the shade.
Mine was literally the first one. I sat down. I almost got up straight away.
I was like, nope.
It was so bad. Like the first lap, I was like literally burning my ass off, and it was not from pushing. It was so bad. We also went to an escape room.
Yes,
I
we
don't know
did.
about
Which we absolutely would have failed if Brandon wasn't in.
Oh yeah,
that. I had no idea what.
So there were 8 puzzles to do in this escape room. It was pitch black.
yeah.
Couldn't see a thing. Brandon ended up solving 6 of
Six.
the 8 puzzles.
Yeah,
Me, believe it or not, sorted out the hearing one.
yeah. And I saw the last one, which was like a matching texture with sports.
We had an hour to do it.
We
We
finished
got out
in
with 10 minutes left,
Yeah,
and Brandon did 6 of the puzzles.
yeah.
So we were fucked.
And it was funny because we took like 15 minutes to get the first one done.
It would have been interesting to see what the other one was like, to actually see what we were doing though.
But
Yeah.
for understandable reasons, I can see why we can't see what we did. But it would be amazing to watch
Oh, yeah.
footage of just how literally blind we were. Because obviously it was pitch black, so we were just having to do this
Yeah.
the whole time, just feel people around.
Blind guy had to save you.
We just had to feel people around.
Or, you know, in Brandon's case, touch the wall and hope for the best.
Touch anything and hope for the best.
Nah, doesn't work in real life. Works in escape rooms.
What else did you do?
We had a very, very eventful night in the household.
Which one?
Much drinking,
Mm.
pillow fights.
We had friends over.
We did indeed.
Wanted and unwanted.
Yeah.
So that was a fun experience.
Do we call those ones friends?
Well, I don't know. By how careful and caring you were to them. Maybe.
I'll need context. Maybe not today.
What do you mean you need context?
Well, I probably couldn't remember, I'm not gonna lie. What happened?
Do you not know what we're talking about?
The party?
No.
No, the mini friends we got.
Ah!
Jesus, you're
Right.
slow.
Okay, I was thinking of something else. Right, yeah. Real life mousetrap.
Mm.
So, I've been experimenting with beds. Well, I say beds.
Oh yeah.
We have a hammock. So I tried the hammock the first couple of nights. Now, the trouble is with a hammock, when you sleep in it, you then wake up very stiff. With backaches everywhere. So I decided to sleep on a couch in the kitchen. And there was a light on down the other end of the house. So it was not a bright light, but it's just enough to see the other end of the house,
Yeah.
basically. It just reflects off the floor. So I'm just on my phone, and I see something flash past in the corner of my eye. I think it's just a chip of the light. So I just leave it be. I didn't see it happen again. And I'm like, oh, shit. We have a situation.
So what do we do?
There may or may not be... Well, my first message was to Soph, and it was to say, we have guests. It was just the fact that was it you that I told?
Maybe.
Were you up at the time?
Yeah. Both me and Soph were still up.
Yeah. So I told you and Soph about it. I went to pee. And then Soph screamed because she then saw the mouse. And then she started throwing Jenga blocks at it to try and get it to come out.
That was smart.
I heard that, I was like half asleep and I heard a I'm like, oh god, what's happened here?
The best way to lure a mouse out, throw Jenga blocks at it.
Fun fact, it didn't work.
No, it did not work. So,
And we never saw him again.
The big one.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a big one.
Which was what you saw, supposedly. And then we got another 2 small ones.
Big one must have been caught though. Haven't seen it since.
We don't know. We have no idea.
Did you see it at all?
I don't know, I don't think I've seen it. I know the thing upstairs went off for like a good hour or so.
Yeah, but that was probably because...
There's a trap upstairs as well though. Make sure you look at your places before you stay in Portugal. You don't want unattended friends.
Well, basically avoid...
Porto.
I don't avoid Porto. Avoid places that may be close to
To a train line.
a train line, to a lot of grass, a lot of fields. Because the risks are, there might be some...
Yeah,
Just
you know
some
what,
friends.
thinking about it, being right next to a train line might not have been such a good idea.
Oh yeah, it is quite annoying.
Well, the price was a good idea.
Yeah.
And then we paid the price.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I mean, it wasn't all bad
No,
about the house, to be fair.
not at all.
Nice
The location was good. Because we were right next to a metro station, so
Yeah.
that was nice.
Right next to a stadium.
Right next to the stadium.
with a game they lost.
There is a surprisingly good transport network here.
Yeah, but just hit.
Oh yeah, no, I know just it.
The rest is trash.
Yeah. But, yeah, I didn't expect the transport network to be this good.
Yeah. It was quite very reasonable as well.
Yeah. That was something that we really noticed, was how, literally, how cheaper things were for you compared to, well, the majority of things at least.
What do you mean?
Food-wise, transport-wise.
It's cheaper for us? Or cheaper for
Cheaper
you?
here
Yeah,
than in England.
yeah.
100%. You know, when we go out of town, things are cheaper. Makes you realise like how expensive things are in the city of Porto for you guys, really. But then when you go,
And how expensive things are in the UK.
don't remind me, that's why I don't want to go back. At least we can get the milkshakes back again.
You still have
Oh.
milkshakes here.
Yeah, but not at Mackey's, not at McDonald's, which
Yeah, but
shame-
you don't have a CBO at in UK.
Which leads me on to my next point. Literally nearly every single day, you made the most.
So
shame,
we've been
didn't
here for 10 days, I've had CBO 5 times.
you? Should probably get that checked out.
It's, there was a point where it was literally 3 days in a row. I had a CBO.
You had the time of your life.
It's really good.
And I tried out this pasta place, which I will definitely be coming to again when we hopefully, if we do end up coming back here. Not in this exact location, but near it.
Definitely not this exact
Not
location.
this house now.
I'm sorry.
Sorry to
It's
the
just not
owner of
happening.
this house, but it's just not for us. But yeah, just, I don't know what it is about when you get food abroad. There's something about it that just makes it taste better. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's also the fact that food is actually better.
That might be it. That might be it.
I'm trying to say English food is shite.
Yes.
Yes.
Basically.
Clearly you ain't been to enough chicken shops then.
No. No.
Ooh, at least get to go to spoon.
Yeah. I mean, CBO wasn't the only chicken experience you absolutely were delighted about, was it?
What do you mean?
That dinner we had like roasted chicken.
You know what? I was thinking about this when we had dinner earlier on today. I've been pretty slow eating my food. Besides that one night where we had chicken here.
Yeah, you were literally devouring.
I devoured the chicken. I ate like 8 pieces at the time you guys ate 3 or something.
Burned tons after carting that night. You were like, oh, I eat this chicken.
Oh man, that chicken was. I love chicken.
I never saw you eat so much in such a quick.
At least you managed to actually get a piece and like the garlic bread, but hey, snooze you lose, I guess.
Yeah, Brandon was quite upset today.
I
He
mean,
didn't get to try the whole bread. And then the pizza was.
his pizza literally fell apart in front of him. His face was just a deep sorrow. It was. I was trying not to laugh in the situation, but like it was.
I laughed.
You were loving your carbonara.
Mate, it was.
I thought you ordered spag bol at first.
I was thinking about it, and then I suggested to Pepper. What did you suggest?
This way you said the carbonara. Brandon is very unhappy off screen.
You don't understand how disappointment, like that pizza was the epitome of disappointment. Like you could see.
I hope you know the microphone isn't picking any of what you're saying up.
Yeah, it is.
Oh really?
Yeah, it is.
I think it was.
A bit, but not the whole thing.
That pizza, epitome of disappointment. You could visibly see the disappointment on it. It's.
Well, we could see the disappointment on your face as well.
You don't understand. There was a lot of disappointment.
Well, all I could do was just laugh.
Note to people: don't get vegan cheese as a substitute for.
Mozzarella.
Also, don't be
cheese.
like Brandon here who cuts up burgers.
I cut up a burger because if I grabbed it, my hand would have got messy. Cutting it up into smaller pieces, maybe it was better to grab and not make a fucking complete utter
Right, shut up! You're not in this. Go away.
Shut up in the back of the hand, shut up.
Shut up!
You should have been.
Shut up! Shut up!
Oh dear.
Bitch. Hi, Star.
Eh.
Ah, I was smacked myself in the cock.
At least the drinks are good.
Oh, yes.
The drinks.
Yeah.
I came here the least alcoholic person. Now I'm leaving as the most alcoholic.
Yeah, you've had a lot of drink.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Malibu and
surprised.
Coke.
You've had incredible
Holy
amount
crap.
of drink.
Genuinely, I'm surprised. I wouldn't think I was capable of that.
You absolutely have devoured alcohol. There was a night where you was just having Malibu and Coke, Malibu and Coke, Malibu and Coke, Malibu and Coke, Malibu and
But
Coke.
like, I was dealing with it, okay?
What do you like
In
most
your
was
opinion.
sex on the beach.
No, the thing is that they're actually really good though. Especially the one where we went to on the second night. Wish I remember the name of the place.
What did you
What
put?
That was
Ah,
the second night?
night?
Yeah.
The tapas place?
I think so, yeah, where it was
It's
like,
tapas 41.
where it was full of like the logs on the roof and
Ah, yeah, it's tapas 41.
that was probably the best.
Don't go there, people. It's usually not full, and I like to maintain it that way. Thank you.
Didn't pick up a word you just said.
Did it not?
Well, to be fair, the
No,
mic
because you're looking
is
at that.
spaced. The mic's picking up only this thing because
I
of
mean,
the.
unless you're smart with the editing and try and cut it to the camera mic. Oh shit, right, this is going to be a short one, it's only half an hour.
It's fine, this is just a catch up. I'm going to fill this in with all the places we went to and photos and such a great podcast.
Yeah,
this
because
made.
oh yeah, because now the podcast's only just on YouTube.
Right, you still got to
Oh,
mention that
shit.
as well.
Fuck. Alright, yeah. So you lot. Well, there was a couple of people
Battery time.
that liked it, but yeah. Basically, from the time being, we're switching exclusively to YouTube for the podcast.
That cut isn't going to make any sense.
What?
That cut ain't going to make any sense.
The car thing.
No, that cut.
Oh, that cut. Well, listen, we're gonna do with the power of editing. You too can look like an idiot, which we already do, so it's fine. Don't look at me like that. I'm talking to you. But yeah, podcast is going to be on YouTube exclusively for the time being. If it eventually catches on and people start requesting it on other platforms, we might think about it. But for now, it's just easier and honestly the best way to do it for us and for the people who enjoy watching this, I feel like.
Yeah. So,
What? I don't know.
okay.
So what else do you want me to do?
Battery.
Battery? Well, that sounds like a camera problem.
Hi, we went to Portugal and now we're going back home to, in a couple of hours. Bye.
Matt isn't. Brandon isn't. I don't know about you, Emily.
We didn't ask.
Well, too bad. I guess I didn't ask.
What?
Okay, well, I've been Matt, Pepper's been Pepper, Shane's been Shane.
Thanks for watching this rushed episode of the podcast.
Which is definitely going to be edited to shit and trying to.
Nothing's going to make any sense
No.
because random bits of the conversation are going to be in and out.
There's just
Thanks
loads.
to pricks all around the camera.
If
Yeah.
there's more than 1,000 views, Soph will do OnlyFans for feet.
You
The
will.
microphone might have picked that up. Right, so thank you for watching this episode of the podcast.
Oh, dear.
It's your girlfriend that you have to deal with now.
I'm going to leave that in.
No, wrap that up.
Yeah, I mean. You created that mess, you're going to deal with it now.
I
Okay.
create fame.
Oh dear. Right. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Sorry there might not have been as much content while we were here. We got the videos out, which was surprising within itself, but
Yeah.
we'll probably put like we.
Oh yeah, no, we absolutely recorded nothing while we were
Oh no. We took a lot of photos though,
Yeah.
so we might have a couple of profile pictures changes.
Anyway, right.
Right. I don't know what's up to then.
Boring. Keep going.
We can't.
We can't.
No, keep going. Yeah.
GoPros!
End it, for fuck's sake! You've been trying to end it for 5 minutes!
Okay, bye bye.